Hello, what's going on? So, yeah, this is the 4 to 5 month update now. This is the one where I've seen kind of like most significant growth, I would say. So before me talking, I'm going to jump straight into the pictures. Okay, so just to kind of show you how everything was looking. So, day 18, we start with the top of the head. Now, just so you can see how that was looking, this is when all the scabs kind of just got washed out. I know I keep using this as a reference on, but it's important for people who are kind of just seeing this for the first time to see how things are looking. So that's what the top of the head was looking on day 18. Day 20, just want to show you, this is what your hair will look like when you first get your, what do you call it, the hair taken back out the back of the head on day 20. Obviously that's quite alarming to start off with, and I want to tell you why, because day 34, can you see this? Look at the state of that. Like, so you can see there's like a little patch at the back, as I was explained in sort of several videos, that this is something called donor hair effluvium, which I want to go into again, maybe explain more in greater depth. And then I want to jump up now to day 56 to show you what the top of the head is looking. So this is day 56 now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up to the present day. So we're going to show you what the top of the head looks like here. And then the back of the head. So this is now what it looks like, and you can see as that time has progressed, it has, you know, the hairs are starting to grow out now. So you can see there is hope for all you, I guess, people that are kind of worrying in a way. I'm quite satisfied with the progress, I must say. You know, I've noticed in this last month there's been quite a little bit of growth. Now if it's not the same for you, just relax, give it a bit more time, because I feel that there's just going to be, you know what, you know, when I still feel like there's spots at the top of my head, and I know that you know, I haven't had one for last sort of like 4 or 5 days, but I've noticed that's like obviously a good thing, because it means there's going to be more, there's going to be a follicle that comes through. And then obviously over time, what I found, by the way, even though, you know, you start getting like the little hairs that come through, other hairs are going to start sprouting from that follicle, and I think that does take some months. So for example, one follicle obviously means that one hair comes out, but some of these follicles can have like 2, 3, 4, 5 hairs. You know, I've heard cases where I've been up to like 7, I think, and that takes time. That's where you get the thickness, and that's where the hairs mature. So, you know, just bear that in mind. This is why, even at this stage, it's too early to really say anything. But I just wanted to show a little video here as well, because I basically did a video in the bathroom, and I think they've actually done, I think they're starting to see something here, because I think they've started to capture I think they've managed to capture like the little swell in the top of my head. Obviously it's only just started, I'm waiting for the hairs to thicken, but I think that's impressive, like if that's the case, you know. So like, we just got to give this time still, you know, just waiting it out. I just want to also show you something else. So basically I had a haircut, as you can see. So yeah, I've had a haircut now. Just got rid of all the bulk, because it was all bulky at the back here, and I just want to show you what the back looks like now as a result of me doing this. As you can see there, like the hairs there just still need to thicken back up. So, you know, in fact you can't even notice it really, to be honest, anymore. Like, I'm not that concerned about the back really. I just think, yeah, we just got to give this like some more time really. Any updates? We still haven't taken any of the finasteride. I did buy some, but I'm actually more looking in research. I'm thinking I'm going to be starting on minoxidil, I think, and microneedling instead, and see what that happens in terms of, I don't think I really need to get on the finasteride just as of yet. I'm going to leave it. We're going to do the minoxidil and the microneedling. I think what else? We've stopped the low laser light therapy. We're not doing that at the moment. That was International Hair Studios' decision to not do it anymore. But we are doing saw palmetto. This is the pills that they give as part of the money that you pay. Well, actually, this one I had to buy, but I think you get like 3 courses of this, and it's 3 months worth of this. £36 basically. Apparently, this is an actual DHT blocker. Again, a lot of this stuff, because you need to find out yourself, for your own body what works. It's just worth trying a few things. Just obviously, when you get a hair transplant, you've got to do something to stop the rest of your follicles taken out. Vitamin D is supposed to be really good as well, so we are taking these supplements. In terms of the shampoo, we've now changed and we're using this stuff now. So we were using the baby shampoo up until I think the last update I did, which was about 2 weeks. And by the way, if you are thinking about going in for a transplant with the Maida Vale surgery, I made 2, I think, important videos that are worth watching. The first one is the very first update, where I've gone through everything that you go through from days 0 to 28. The other video is going to be the last one I did previous to this one, which answers a lot of questions. And it's just giving sort of like a breakdown of certain aspects of the surgery and things up to now. We are eating a good diet, so stuff with a lot of protein, beans. He's like, you get these like chicken supplements with the vegan thing, corn meat, mince and corn meat, and loads of vegetables and nuts, oats, all that stuff that's really good for the body, basically. So we are on a good diet, and I think a lot, sometimes the hair loss will be as a contributor of, your diet is a contributor to the hair loss, so just something to bear in mind. I think that covers basically everything, essentially. I hope that you guys are keeping well, and I hope the people that are commenting, I hope you're keeping well, and I hope any worries that you had are effectively not as much as you're noticing times going on. Obviously this is a slow process, but I'm realizing now, I think now, guys, it's starting to get to a point now where I think that's starting to look okay. But obviously I'm very much aware that time is you've just got to give it time. So yes, I think that about covers everything. We haven't started on the minoxidil yet. Oh, and multivitamins. Got like a year's supply now, so I've been taking this every single day. What else? Good haircut helps as well. So you can see here, I've basically got the bulk taken out. It's made it look a lot better now. So obviously all I'm waiting for that is to kind of grow in such a fashion now. I think it's starting to look all right. Obviously we are still using hair building fibers. This is specifically from Go Fiber now. So we're still using them. Aside from that, I don't think I have really much else to kind of update on. I think everything that I've spoken about has been in previous videos. It's now just about seeing progression. And then maybe we start doing other chat videos on this channel, like stuff to do with the different methods of trying to keep the hair loss you know, when we start going on the minoxidil, we can do like a review. Also, we're not just doing a progression channel. And if anyone's got any questions, leave them below and I'll answer this. I think this has been quite a big update because I've noticed quite a lot of growth this month, and where I didn't have hair there before, there definitely is some now. So, you know, I think there is definitely something good that's happened this month. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. I just can't wait for my hair to just grow and I can have it long again, and that's going to take what, another few months now. So it's already getting to a length that I'm pretty satisfied with, but you know, there's going to be more. So yeah, I think that's all I've got for this time. Thanks for sticking with me, and hopefully this has been helpful. And if you've got any questions, leave them below. Check my previous videos because I've answered a lot of stuff on them. I've talked about a lot of stuff on them, stuff about donor hair effluvium. I'm going to do one thing about this donor hair effluvium. I'm going to leave this message here on a forum that I found, which I found very helpful in regards to, you know, if you notice in the back of your hair it looks a bit patchy. I have answered that on a previous video as well. On probably all of them I've addressed this point because there's been people that are worried. Last thing, and I want to stress this, if you have had a hair transplant with not just the hair growth center, but I mean like anywhere, guys, don't leave a review. And the reason why I say this is because people get misled by this kind of thing. You know, this kind of like, you're leaving a review after the first like week or 2 weeks. Wait 12 months, then leave a review, because then you've got an honest thing to go by. Because that's what scares a lot of people from this, by the way. When people leave a bad review for companies such as the Hair Growth Center within the first like anything, you know, less than 6 months, it's just scaring people, like, to be honest. So please just don't do it, because obviously, like, this is why I'm doing this, because I want to give you an honest view about them. You know, they have different branches, by the way. The one I went to, of course, was in the Maida Vale. I can only go by the Maida Vale one. But yeah, don't leave a bad review if you're unsatisfied or anything like that. Remember, whatever you do, it has an impact, and it scares people off. And you know, like, people hear horror stories about hair transplants and things like that. It's just, nah, don't do it. You've got to wait. And I am going to give them a review. I actually got asked by International Hair Studio to give them a review, but I'm holding off. I want to see how this goes. You know, 12 months, then we'll give a review, proper review. And I'm going to be proper honest when I do one as well, just like everything, you know. How is the aftercare? Now, oh, that's another point as well, the aftercare. Yeah, I mean, they've been good at being able to be contacted after the surgery, but I haven't really had anything from the hair growth center, anyone from the hair growth center contact me. So, you know, I don't know if that's a standard procedure, but they did say that there was going to be a checkup in 6 months. I'm waiting to see what happens there, you know. In terms of me contacting them, though, they have always answered the questions I've had, and I haven't had many. You know, there was maybe some at the start, like I had like little sort of white bumps at the start, but that's something called folliculitis. I can't pronounce it, folliculitis or something, like folliculitis or something like that. And basically, that goes away. It's just you know, where you basically you know, you basically had a new, you know, surgery on the top, and it's all to do with healing and stuff like that, so that's fine. I noticed also it was because I hadn't washed out the scabs. That's important, by the way. Make sure you're washing the scabs properly, because like especially at the start, because then if you don't, you'll get this like crusted white layer on top of your head, and it just doesn't look very nice. So make sure you're washing it. If you've got any bits of dry on your scalp, use coconut butter. That's good. I found that really helps. So I went out, I'll give you an example. I think it must have been about day 18. I went out in the sun. Silly idea. It was really hot. It was It was like April, basically. It was quite hot, and I went out in the sun, and I noticed that I got like dry on the skin. It was like as if it was peeling. I thought I'd done some damage, but hadn't. Luckily, it was just dry skin. But you'll notice if you do damage, because I think you'll get these like black spots, which is basically your sunburn, essentially, which is what you want to avoid for the first 2 months at least. Sunburn. Aside from that, I think that's actually a new point never talked about before. But there you go, hooray! As you can see, I'm fine with the way things are right now. We are just gonna give this a little bit of time, and you should too. And this video has gone on for a little bit longer than I thought it would, but there we go. So that's everything I've got for you this month, and I will catch you next month. Bye bye.